Welcome to Emax 2, Blue Shell here. I am excited, pumped. I can remember the last time I was that excited. It was actually about a year ago, maybe 2 days, a year ago and 2 days, when I received my Panasonic GH5. Finally, another company released, let me say just release some spec or announce a camera that get me excited. The past week on the internet, people was pumped about the A7 III. To me, I think they were overreacted. I'm saying all this because the first time I purchased my first camera, at that time, HD was about to come out. HD was just a new thing, high definition. And I purchased a standard camera. That did not last me 6 to 7 months because I figured out I didn't have the new stuff that was out because I could not shoot in HD. This is exactly, I am excited when I see a company put or announce a camera that I can go with. The Blackmagic 4K cinema camera. A full copy of DaVinci Resolve. The camera can shoot 4K, real 4K at 60 frames per second. I know the GH5 can do that too. It has a big 5-inch monitor on the back. Almost. You don't need no external monitor. 5-inch. This is big. The camera can do 13 stops of dynamic range. And you know that dual native ISO is a thing right now, right? This camera also have dual native ISO up to 25,600. If it's anything close to what the GH5S can do in low light, my God. To make this camera even better, they also include a mini XLR mic with 48-volt phantom power. That means you don't need to keep working with all this equipment on your head to capture quality sound. Blackmagic Cinema 4K. The camera also have dual card. You can use C-Fast card 2.0 and you can use SD card, regular SD if you want, and you can use the UHF-2 card if you want a recording like the 4K 60p on this card. Those are the cards you will use. This is what make me pump. I'm not somebody that overreacted because the camera has a full frame, can shoot a 4K without a crop. Where do I go? I like when they give me option in the camera. And the camera have an XLR. They also give you that 3.5mm mic jack, which I'm shooting with the GH5. That's why I got my Rode mic right here connected to. At that time, I won't need none of that because the Rode that I'm using is the Rode NTG4 that's come with an XLR input. I can buy a full XLR cable to mini XLR and plug it straight to my Blackmagic. I almost say to my Panasonic GH5, but to that Blackmagic Cinema 4K camera. I'm excited because I have room to grow. But also, there's a lot few things that you can be disappointed. We all know we love that, swivel screen that you can turn around. We won't have that on it. I really hope we could turn that 5-inch monitor toward us. And that camera also, they also have double recording button. Just in case if you are vlogging, you can hold the camera and you can push that button in front. And there's another button on top. Since that GH5, since I purchased that camera, finally, I found something that gets me excited. I really believe if this camera doesn't have any bug that can bother it, this is the best camera ever, and it's for me. But however, there is no in-body image stabilization. And another things you can, while reading all the specs, they don't tell you how many megapixels on that sensor. I have a feeling it is the same sensor we have on the GH5S. As you can remember, because that sensor was bigger, so there were no room inside of that small body for us to move. And also Panasonic wanted to release the GH5S for those filmmakers that mount the camera on top of their car. Therefore, they didn't want to put no body image stabilization because of the movement when the car is running. I have a feeling it's probably the same sensor inside that Blackmagic 4K cinema camera. But I am excited because when we talk about the camera can record 12-bit RAW by all supported bit rate. 12-bit RAW. Dual, like I said, dual card. You take CFast card and you can take the UHS 2 card. Battery life would not be as great, but you can shoot for at least an hour according to what the rep said. And the great advantage, you can plug that camera to your battery pack. The fact that you can charge that camera with your portable battery charger make this camera excellent. I'm still not well, as you can see, because I have that allergy. It's about to go. Maybe in the next week I should be fine. But tonight I would not sleep well if I did not make that video, because I am excited about that new Blackmagic Cinema 4K camera. The camera can shoot 4K at 60p and 1080p at 120 frames per second. The specs are not clear, and let's hope there's no bug in that camera. This is what gets me excited, because once you bought that camera, you don't have to worry about buying any other equipment like for your microphone. It's already have phantom power, and they will give you a full copy of the DaVinci Resolve to edit. And we all know a lot of people from Hollywood are using the same DaVinci Resolve to do their editing, and the color corrected their footage with that. I believe it is a given. I believe this is the first camera that's been released after the Panasonic GH5 that really get me excited. And the bad news about that camera is the fact we're gonna have to wait 5 months, 5 to 6 months. They say they're gonna start shipping them in September, but trust me, by December, that's when we're gonna start having this camera. That's the bad news, because there is no way for people to sit for 6 months to wait for a piece of technology like that. I hope it doesn't get old on their head, because camera manufacturer right now don't play. They release a camera after camera, camera after camera. But this is satisfying to finally find a company that ready to give you dual SD card, XLR cable to connect your microphone with phantom power, that's ready to give you a free copy of DaVinci Resolve to edit your footage and do your color corrected. The camera has 13 steps of dynamic range and also can shoot real 4K, 496 by 2160. Not UHD 4K, 496 by 2160 at 60 frames per second. I don't know what you thought about this camera, but I am excited. So let me know what you think. Do you think this camera is better than the A7 III? Even better than the Panasonic GH5S that Panasonic recently released? I believe it is a given for Blackmagic to put a piece of technology in our hand. And as you already know, if you've been a member of this channel, if you subscribe already, we thank you and we love you here. If you haven't, consider subscribing, because on this channel, this is what we do. We discuss technology and we tell people about things that we think are better for them to invest their money on it. Because once you put your money on that Blackmagic cinema camera, you also have great sound. And we all know your sound is 50% of your video. Inside that camera, you also have the 48-volt phantom power that can give you great quality audio. If you like what you see, go ahead, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. Share the video on the social network with your friend. And as always, I will catch you on the next video.